Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, how are you doing? Are you fine? I hope that, yes, definitely, you must be having good time. I know it's pretty hot again today. Well, dear students, today, we're going to discuss a very important chapter, especially related to writing section. This video is all about writing section, and not only IELTS students, but also even the officials, and especially those who are working at different offices, even matric students, FSC students, or those who are appearing in different international exams such as IELTS and TOEFL. Even this video is for everyone. Trust me, this is a very important chapter of writing section. And I think, being an English student, right, everyone should understand this thing that, okay, how to write, like different essays, especially when you're appearing, in a matric exam, even O-level, A-level, fine, or even if you're appearing in different international exams such as IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, CAE, or even tomorrow you're appearing in different competitive exams, yes, like CSS and PMS and and PCS and all that. So dear students, get ready. Very important chapter today we're going to discuss, fine, and it's all about capitalization. Before we start this chapter, I would like to tell you a few more words. Look, guys, this chapter is pretty big, okay, because this capitalization chapter is having so many rules, and not only one rule or 10 or 15. I have collected a lot of data, and today I thought to teach all these rules in one go. If in case I just like cannot cover it in this one video, I'm trying inshallah to cover the same chapter in maybe in a couple of videos, maybe 2 to 3 videos, so that I'm going to record at least 2 to 3 videos, so that the students can listen very carefully, they can understand each and every point, and then they can go ahead there. After that, then I'm going to work on punctuation chapter as well, inshallah, so that chapter will be covered. And yes, especially IELTS students, those guys who are appearing in IELTS, right? And they should know that, because in IELTS writing section there are 4 major areas, right? The first one is TA. You can watch my previous video if you remember. There I discussed, there are 4 different areas for the writing bands calculator, and the first area is called TA. Second is CC. Third is LR, and the fourth is GRA. This GRA is really playing a big role, and this video will help you a lot to cover and to grip GRA, and just to get the maximum bands in, grammatical range and accuracy. Let's start, guys, now. Capitalization. What is capitalization? Guys, remember, capitalization, if we talk about a definition of capitalization, look please. Capitalization is the process of capitalizing words, making their first letter a capital letter. Now, whenever you write something, guys, remember, okay, for example, you start writing anything, whether you're writing application, you're writing letter, you're writing essay, tomorrow you're appearing in IELTS, PTE, and TOEFL exams, and you're composing report writing in IELTS, you're composing essay in IELTS, you're composing even, independent, like writings in TOEFL and PTE and CAE and all that, right? Guys, remember, you must know where to write a capital letter, because if you don't know these areas, your essay and your composition, everything will be leaving a very poor impression on the reader, on the examiner as well, and examiners can be easily convinced to give you the minimum, bands or the minimum score, whatever you're appearing in that exam. So guys, this is all about capitalization. Anyway, before we start this capitalization chapter, I would like to give you a sentence. Let's have a quick test, okay? Right? Please, I want you guys I want you guys to have a look in this sentence, right? And then you have only 20 seconds, okay? Not more than 20 seconds, please. Please, you have very short time. Quickly read this sentence and tell me how many mistakes are there in this sentence, okay? Your time starts now. Well, all right, guys. I hope you have, studied this sentence. And now, could you please tell me how many mistakes there are in this sentence? Well, I know you must be wondering and you must be thinking, might be one, might be two. Some guys might be even, finding 5 mistakes. Even some might be finding, even 10 mistakes might be. I don't know exactly. But let me tell you how many mistakes exactly there are in this sentence. Fine? Okay. The very first mistake, Ali, right? A. The first mistake, Ali A. It must be capital. Now, and A is capital, it must be small, right? I must be capital. Went to England, and then E must be capital. After that, in. There is another mistake in. I must be small, and because this is capital written here now. January, J must be capital. And after that, then at the end, one more mistake is there, and that is a full stop, which shows the sentence is ended here. How many mistakes you found in this sentence? Well, maybe if you found the exact mistakes which I highlighted, it means, mashallah, you have a good grip on this chapter. Anyway, let's go ahead and then let's see. So how many mistakes overall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Total 7 mistakes are there. In the sentence, right? Now, let's go ahead and let's start with capitalization. Guys, remember, total 25 rules are there. Total, there are 25 rules in, especially in capitalization. What does this mean, like 25? From today and onward, from today, whenever you write anything in English, remember these 25 rules. And these rules must always be in your mind. And whenever you write anything in English, if it is one of these 25 rules, you will have to write that word with a capital letter. If it is out of these 25 rules, that would be small. Is it clear now? Okay. Now let's start. The very first rule. Rule number 1. Start of writing. Start of writing. What does this mean, start of writing? Guys, for example, I ask you to please write an application for me or write a letter for me or write an essay or whatever, right? Okay, you write something, okay? And you just start writing, you take the marker, you take the pen and you open the cap and you start writing. Now, whatever you write, the very first letter is always capital. Let's see the example here. Students need to concentrate on their future goals. Students need to concentrate on their future goals. Now, guys, if we see, in this sentence, in this sentence, how many letters are capital? There is only one letter, and that is S, right? This S is capital. The remaining, if we see, full sentence is written with small letters. The only S is capital. Now, what is the reason? Why is this S capital? Because this is start of writing. Because you started writing from here, right? And this is your very first word. And the very first word must be started with the capital letter, guys. So this is rule number 1. This is the very first rule. Whenever you start writing, whatever comes first, it is always capitalized. Right, guys? Rule number 2. After full stop. After full stop. This is another rule, please. Okay, guys, remember. And I would strongly recommend that not only, advanced students, but also, like low-level students such as, for example, if he's studying in grade 5 or grade 6 or even grade 7, students should learn these rules, and from the very scratch, from the very beginning, students should understand these things, because I've seen many students and even they have passed their A level, even they have passed their even university levels, and when they come to, like IELTS sessions, right, and there they don't know these things, and then there I am fixing all those areas and I'm fixing all those problems. So guys, please, ask your friends, ask your students, ask your brothers and sisters, everyone, whether he is appearing in IELTS exam or not. Yeah, this chapter is for everyone, like not only for IELTS or for TOEFL. Anyway, next important point. Students need to concentrate on their studies. Now, full stop is there. They shouldn't waste their time as exam is very close. Now, look at here. From here up to here, there are 2 sentences. And you will find only 2 letters. Only 2 letters. The first letter S is capital, and the second, again, this T is capital. If we see, all the letters are written in small, cas, right? And you don't see any other capital letter. Now, can anybody tell me that why this S is capital? Now you have a special, reason for this, and you have a proper answer for this, that, okay, why this S is capital? Because it's start of writing. Okay, after that, this D is capital. Now, may I ask what the reason is? Why is this D capital? So definitely, I know you must be having the right answer there, and that is the full stop there. So guys, remember, whenever you place a full stop anywhere, right? After full stop, the immediate letter is always capital. So that is rule number 2. After that, rule number 3, guys, days of the week. Days of the week. I met him on Sunday. Guys, in this sentence, look, I is capital. Now, I is capital, and you know the reason now. Mashallah, you have learned the rules, okay? And you know that this I is capital because it's the start of writing. Right, okay. Now, again, Sunday is capital here. Fine. Now, why this S is capital? So, this is not start of writing. There is no full stop before this. Then why this S is capital? Guys, this is rule number 3. And days of the week. There are 7 days in a week: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day must be started with the capital letter, guys. Okay, so there is no compromise, there is no exceptional case, all right? There is no exceptional case, with this rule. For example, this Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day of the week, if you write, for example, you're writing the Sunday even, and this is now the last word of the sentence there, it must be, capital there. For example, if you're writing Sunday in the middle, it must be capital. Even the Sunday comes in the beginning, even in the middle, even at the end of the sentence, even in the heading, or even all alone, anywhere this day appears, it is always written with the capital letter. Guys, I hope you understood what I'm trying to tell you. Rule number 4, months of the year. Yes, again the same rule, okay? Whenever you write any month of the year, for example, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, till December, 12 months of the year. Any month you write, for example, look at, didn't they invite you in Jan? Right? Now look at here, eh? Again, this sentence has, again, 2 capital letters. The first D is capital, and J, this is capital. Now, may I know what the reason is? May I know what the cause is? Why this D capital? And why this J capital? Can anybody guess? Can anybody reply? This D is capital because start of writing, the very first rule. And this J is because this is month of the year. So the same rule that January, and now again I'm repeating my same words, that if you write this month name, fine, January, in the beginning of the sentence, in the middle of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, all alone, in the heading, anywhere you write this January or February or March, the very first letter is always capital. Guys, I hope this is clear and pretty easy as well. Rule number 5, guys. Let's move on and let's discuss rule number 5. Yeah, I. Guys, I, first person pronoun. First person pronoun. You know, there are three, basically in English grammar, we're having, three types of pronouns, okay? First person pronoun, second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. What is first person pronoun? I and we, right? And then you is a second person pronoun. And then he, she, it, and they, this is third person pronoun. Anyway, let's discuss I, first person pronoun I, which represents you, I. So that I, hello, this is also I coming, not this I, okay, fine. I all alone, which represents you, okay? I am a teacher, this I, okay. Now here, Ali and I are coming there. Guys, can anybody tell me that why this A capital? Because this is the starting of writing, okay? And again, in this sentence, there isn't any other capital letter except I. I is always written in caps lock, okay? Because this is another very super case. There is no exceptional to this case. It is always written capital. Whether you write I in the beginning, whether you write I in the middle, or you write I at the end of the sentence, or you write I all alone, or in the heading, or anywhere, it is always written in caps lock. Okay. If there is any question, guys, please quickly type your question and just drop your comment so that I can catch you back and I can reply you back. Rule number 6, students. Yes. After sign of exclamation, yes, this is another very important. Guys, what is sign of exclamation, guys? Look at here now, eh? This one, this is called a sign of exclamation. And whenever you put this sign of exclamation, after this sign, the immediate letter is always capital, right? For example, oh, and then a sign of exclamation, right? And he. Now this H must be capital. Now, guys, remember, there is no full stop before this. This is not starting of writing. This is not, for example, I or any other. You know, this sign of exclamation and full stop, these two signs have the same function. Whenever you put a full stop, after full stop, the immediate letter is always capital. And whenever you put sign of exclamation, after sign of exclamation, the immediate letter is always again capital. So there is no exceptional case in this, okay? Remember, students, whenever you put, sign of exclamation after that, the next letter is always capital. Guys, inshallah, I know that you must be having another very important question in your mind, that why we use this sign of exclamation and where we can use this sign of exclamation. So I'll teach you, inshallah, in my next video, where I'm going to teach punctuation, mechanics, right? When I teach mechanics, when I teach punctuation marks, there I'll teach you, inshallah, that what this sign means. Okay, where can we place it? How many positions are there for this sign? This is my new, video which soon I'm going to upload, and then inshallah you will get maximum information about this sign of exclamation. Anyway, guys, look at here. F. Guys, in this sentence, if you see, this H is capital. And you know the answer now, okay? You know the answer. If anybody asks you that why this H is capital, so you know the answer, because there is a sign of exclamation before this. Why this O is capital? Because this is starting of writing. You have the reason for every capital letter now, okay? This O is capital because this is start of writing. This H is capital because there, before this there is sign of exclamation. Why this F capital? Rule number 14 I will teach you, inshallah, okay? In rule 14 I will answer this, that why this F is capital. And rule number 16 is that why this E is capital. So all the rules are in the pipeline, and one by one I'm going to discuss all these rules, okay? I told you earlier in my very beginning, I told there are 25 rules in total, or sometimes, okay, I'll teach you more than 25 rules, but overall there are 28 to 30 rules, but major rules are 25 anyway. So this is all about next rule, and this is yes, sign of exclamation, okay? After that, rule number 7. After inverted commas. After inverted commas. Guys, remember, have you heard about direct and indirect speech? In American English, it is called quoted and reported speech. In British English, it is called direct and indirect speech. And I know everyone must have studied, right, this chapter even in school level or even college level or even sometimes, at an advanced level as well. He said to me, is he ill today? Now, this sentence, guys, please, I'm going to ask you, concentrate this sentence, okay? He said to me, is he ill today? How many letters are capital in this? 1, 2. Can you answer me that why this H is capital? Yeah, because start of writing. That's why H is capital. How about this I? This I. Guys, this I is capital because of these inverted commas. Guys, look at here now. These commas are upward. These commas are downward. So, look guys, these commas, when you start your direct speech, okay, right? So, this is called inverted comma, right? Upward commas, fine. And after these upward commas, the next immediate letter is always capital. Whatever you write here after inverted commas, it is always capital. I hope you understood. Another point I would like to mention, side by side, inshallah, as I told you earlier that in punctuation chapter, I will teach you, okay, that, what this inverted comma means and what is this, and there are basically different types of commas, inverted commas, simple commas, double commas, right? So we'll discuss all these commas and their functions and their rules in punctuation chapter, inshallah. But let's, go ahead and let's discuss capitalization. I hope this is clear now. So guys, 7 rules are, taught in this video. Dear students, actually punctuation chapter, this is also one of, the most important chapters of English, tests, right? Those students who are appearing in IELTS and they cannot score the desired bands. And especially in writing section, they're very weak. And they're trying attempts after attempts, right? And they couldn't succeed still, and they're struggling hard with IELTS writing section. Guys, remember, there are so many areas, which are, checked and where the students are punished. But the biggest area I really felt, this is like, my years of teaching, teaching IELTS and all that. I really saw and I really observed that my students are really weak in, in this area, punctuation especially, capitalization, and there they, lose the bands, and there they bring low bands. So dear students, this chapter, capitalization chapter, as I told you earlier, there are more than 25 rules, inshallah. We'll be discussing all in pieces, right? 7 rules I've taught you, and now remaining, 7 to 10 rules I'll be, inshallah, recording in my upcoming video, my second video. After that, then, in the last video, I'll be, concluding this chapter, and then we'll have to open another very important chapter. It's all about punctuation, mechanics, semicolon, colon, their uses, functions, single comma, double commas, or inverted commas, and there are so many things. Inshallah, we'll be discussing all that, right? So far, I hope you enjoyed this chapter. I hope you learned something, and yes, keep on watching my YouTube channel, SAMI IELTS. Guys, don't forget to subscribe this channel so that you can get the quality education and the quality learning, instantly without any break. It was very nice, like teaching you all guys today. Have a nice day, have a nice time, and take very good care of yourself. See you soon with another video connected with the same chapter. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.